that?
The chocolate
Oh,
ice
girl, you got a
cream.
look. Oh, you got
It's
a
like a
hot.
chocolate ding
No,
dong thing.
no, that's a Haagen Dazs.
Oh,
Ice
okay.
cream. Why you gotta eat it like that? That's not Dr. Damon. Oh, hey, bro. Where my bro at? Hey, bro.
What's up, Dr. Damon? Ooh,
What
dang.
is it giving? Now, tell my brother you're gonna act a little foolish this day for a minute.
Not
Not
with my
Phaedra
man
for a
sitting here,
queen.
so
We'll
y'all.
be here the whole
Can you go
time.
to your closet?
Not go get in
Yeah,
the prayer
I'll be
closet
here in
and
a
pray
minute.
for us while we on here.
Shit, now that's a closet, but it ain't no prayer closet, child. She
And
ain't
Oh,
gonna no
Jesus.
prayer now.
I don't be talking nothing. Everybody be
Mm-hmm.
messing with
What's
me.
up, Brandy? Hey, y'all. Oh, we at 4,700. Okay, y'all, come on in. Okay, so y'all, we first of all, we got to recap from last week. Quad, I didn't bring you to the wedding, so I'm sure everyone's totally disappointed with that because they was just thinking I was gonna bring you to the folks' wedding. But
Girl, now
everybody,
why would I go to them
I
people's
said, I
wedding,
know, child,
child?
they think I'm so crazy and shady. They just knew I was gonna bring you as my date to the wedding. I said,
Now,
Lord Jesus.
let's really talk about that. Now, why would I attend their wedding? Now, listen, they did not have it on my call sheet, so I would not be present at the wedding. Okay,
We're
let me
not
just
gonna
give
do
it to the
that
people
today.
raw.
We're not
It
gonna
was
Wow.
do that.
it was not on the call sheet.
She said it wasn't on the call sheet. My
It
God.
was not.
We're not gonna do that today. We're gonna own our part.
Mm-mm,
Exactly.
mm-mm.
Well, now we need
Now,
everybody
what
to own
happened
their
with you?
part too.
Now, Heavenly, you.
Everybody, they gonna just be Miss Quiet. We're gonna be some truth telling. Is what we're gonna do.
Well, I think that's why they chose the four of us because they thought that we could come together and have a truth session.
Let's
Well, I'm
do
gonna
it.
be honest. I really didn't at the time didn't understand why I wasn't on the list. I really thought it was a mistake initially. I thought, how the hell could you leave Heavenly off the list? Like I really was concerned. Like, and Dr. Damon, Daddy, wasn't you concerned about being left off?
Yeah, but at the same time, if they didn't invite us, we would have just left.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just was
Doctor.
gonna get our shit and go home because
Listen, Doctor
we don't
Damon
have
is
time.
non. Dr. Damon is non-confrontational.
Thank
He's
you,
like,
Jesus.
listen, I will deal with it later. It's perfectly fine.
I mean, as long as the bride
Mm-hmm.
and groom is there, you know what I'm saying?
But Heaven, can
Yes.
I ask you, how did you really get inside? Cause see, it was like the man with the Johnny been eating good, baby. Them weddings must be paying off for Johnny, baby, because Johnny been eating real good, Jackie.
I think that was Phaedra's friend. She hired Johnny, and I
I
think she
ain't
talked to
hired
him.
Johnny. I don't hire somebody from somebody else's wedding. They hired Johnny because they wanted Johnny. I ain't got nothing to do with the wedding planning party. I was a mere guest,
But
Well,
don't
and they
you
didn't
even
you
know
didn't
gave
him?
me
you
a hard
But why
recommend?
time.
you talk about the Drake so bad,
But didn't you
Phaedra?
recommend Johnny though,
I
Phaedra?
did not recommend Johnny. They both, not even both. Greg called me and said, Gregory, and said,
No,
"Do you know Johnny?" I
his
said,
name is Gregory. The brother name is Greg.
that's why I
Right,
said I
get
had to
that
say
shit
Gregory. I had
together.
to clean it up. Gregory called and said, "Are you familiar with Johnny?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm thinking about hiring him for my wedding planner." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Would you like other suggestions?" He said, "No, we've made up our mind." I said,
But
"Okay."
don't you know him? Like, didn't y'all have something at Housewives or something where you sued him or something?
I did not sue him. I did not sue
Girl, who
him.
got
So
lawsuits around? Girl, I thought I was the only one that be suing people.
I mean, it was something stinky about the dude because people keep saying he was on
well,
Housewives.
he was on Housewives. He planned a wedding on there. He later was referred to a lawyer because he came to me for legal advice. I referred him out. I did not sue anyone with Johnny. Okay. Let's
Okay,
get
so
that
I
clear.
was assuming you knew him and that's how I got in because I really can't say
I
I
know
got in.
him because he used to be on Housewives. Yes, he worked for someone on Housewives. He sure
So
did.
my thing was, I don't know how I got in. I just got ushered in. Now, who got me in? I thought maybe it might have been you, Phaedra. Maybe you had went and told Johnny here and all this. Because I know you got in based on the preacher. And because they didn't want your ass there either.
Well,
Now,
if
that's
they didn't
what
want
the
me there,
tea
I
was.
showed that wasn't scratched off the list, child.
Well,
But
they said that the only reason you was there because you brought the preacher. Now, that's
well,
what I
hey,
was
you can't
told.
get married without the preacher, honey. Doctor Craig, Reverend Doctor Craig Oliver was the preacher, honey, and he did a fine
Yes.
job. So hey,
Elizabeth Baptist Church, honey, when I was living on the south side, honey, down to the Gilded Forest, baby. I used to go to Elizabeth, but I
yeah,
have
he
now
is
moved on.
phenomenal.
So
He is
Well,
definitely
maybe Dr.
phenomenal.
Jackie got me in, but somebody got me in because I was ushered. It wasn't like I bum rushed the thing. They told me to come on in. Now, Jackie, did you talk to somebody for me?
I did.
Uh-oh,
Okay.
Jackie put in the word, honey. We needed Jackie put in the word.
I said there will be no wedding if Heavenly's not in here.
I can't see Jackie. Can you move your camera down just a
Yeah,
little bit,
Jackie, sit up a
Jackie?
little bit, Jack, because it seems like, oh, there we go, sis. There we
Now,
go.
why didn't the people want me at the wedding? Now, that's what I didn't understand.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
you
Now,
did. The
here I
girl
go.
said you was talking bad to the maid of honor or something, but
I
she.
didn't talk bad about nobody. All I said was I was concerned based on her having a breakdown at the thing. And
Well,
basically everything
don't
that
everybody have a breakdown before they win? Ain't that just
no,
sort of
no,
No, I
not
did
like
not.
that. Phaedra,
I
you full of shit.
didn't.
Listen, don't nobody do that at their bachelorette party. Start throwing their phone and fighting their sisters and all that. They do that at funerals. They don't do that at weddings, boo. So I didn't understand all of that was going on, and I was concerned based on
Jack,
everything I heard.
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
Quiet
Mm-hmm.
telling me to be quiet, so I'm
No,
gonna just
I'm
listen.
trying
Mm-hmm.
to help Jackie with her
I'm
camera.
with my camera, baby.
Oh,
You right now, Jackie. You right now.
Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
you
holding.
in it too much now.
I
Back
don't want.
up.
I don't want.
Not back up. Not back up.
It's a whole big mess, child. Well, okay, so now I do have to ask one question. You know, if you don't mind, and if you did, I probably don't give a damn. But did you get that lady drunk? Now tell the truth.
What
Did you
lady?
did you get my ex-husband's new wife drunk? Did you
Quiet,
do
have
it?
I ever gotten you drunk?
No, baby. See, I do what I wants to do. If I wants to have a cocktail, then I have the cocktail.
Phaedra, have I ever gotten you drunk, baby?
No, ma'am, because I don't do all that.
Okay, Jackie, have I ever gotten you drunk?
I've never been drunk, so no.
Now, my
Jackie
answer
likes
to that
apple
is
cider.
as a grown woman, how can I get you drunk? You drank because you wanted to drink. She was drinking at her bachelorette party. She was
Mm-hmm.
drinking when she met with me. The lady liked to drink.
Uh-oh.
So, what the problem is?
Okay, y'all. We
You
gotta
can't
make.
blame it on me what you said, especially if you double down on it in the green screen that the man treating you like your child and he's not your child. So what's the problem is? I'm sorry. What did you say, Quad?
I just was wanting to know if
I
you,
love
in
you
any
too.
kind of way, used your influence to get her drunk. Did you
I don't
persuade
think I
her?
have the influence, and that's kind of shady, Quad, because you trying to say that girl is simple enough to have somebody get them
Uh-oh,
drunk.
child. The show is on. The show is
That's
on. We
not what
must.
I'm saying at all. Look at
The
how you
show is
just
on.
threw
The
some
show is
words in my
on.
mouth.
Order.
That is not how we do. Girl, what you clapping? You clapping for what you clap?
I
Girl,
can,
you
child.
got some
Order.
clap on, clap off lights over there, Phaedra. What you clapping to get the girls' attention? That's how you do.
They
The show
recapping.
on.
They recapping from last week.
Okay. Okay, they doing a recap. Now I'm watching mine on the computer because see, I'm not watching it in the house on the TV. Phaedra, turn your, I like to look from your TV sometimes too. Okay,
Daddy, you
there it
look at the good, don't it, Daddy? Ah, look at Daddy. He looking good. Look at that man. He looking
is.
good,
You better
baby.
keep that marriage intact, girl. You
I
better
know
know how
that's
to give your
right.
man
Ah, look at
compliment.
that, Daddy. Say hello to the people. Say
It's,
hello, Daddy.
excuse
Ooh,
part
that
of
That's
makeup
right.
work.
quiet.
We empty nesters now. We want to hear
Woo!
from Dr. Jackie. What you think
So
about all
what,
this,
Dr.
Dr.
Jackie? They
Jackie?
want you to say something, child. They want you to make sure your audio on, honey.
What can you own?
Can y'all
What?
hear Dr. Jackie?
Quiet.
Why
What
is
can
she
you
talking to
own?
you?
I can own the fact that I saw some things off camera that I did not like that made me pull away from the group. That's what I can own. Is that enough for you, Jackie?
No, I need to know particulars. What did you see?
I saw my friend Heavenly running around with my ex-husband's new wife now because they're married now.
No,
Wait, wait,
before
wait. No,
you
you
saw
don't. You
that, you
asked
had
me.
pulled
But
away.
you asked me a question. You
Okay.
asked me a question, so allow
Watch
me
your
to
tone with
answer.
Dr. Jackie.
It feel good to me. I own that.
Okay. Okay.
That's full accountability for
Okay.
those who don't know accountability.
All
All
right.
right, now.
Yes.
Bless the Lord.
But let me say, I think that we missed you before that had even happened.
You said what, baby?
We missed seeing you before you even saw that picture with Heaven.
But here's the thing. If it's not, I am wherever you all want me to be. If you invite me, if you call on me for anything, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to be there. But if I feel like I'm not getting that, then it's difficult for me to give it. And then when I see what I see, it's even more challenging. But there has never been a time when we go back in our history of 10 years, if you have called on me, if you have asked me to do something for you, the answer is always yes. I'm never going to tell you all no. I love you like that. So I'm never going to say no to you.
So we didn't feel the love though.
And I didn't either.
Okay. So we can all agree that there was a lack of love going between the group.
I will say yes to that. Well,
Okay.
I wasn't really cool with all people in the group, so we can't charge. The situation between Toya and I is just what Toya wants it to be.
Right.
Simone and I at the time were not talking as much. You know what I mean? So that leaves me with you and Heavenly. And I would say, yes, you're absolutely right.
Okay. Because I was honest with you that I was not feeling the relationship.
I understand.
Okay.
And I wasn't either.
Okay. All righty then. Let's move on.
Let's do it.
Mm.
Is the show back on, or we got a little bit more
No, we
time?
got just a. Well, we don't. It's back.
It's back.
Okay.
Thank you, baby. You leaving?
No.
Oh, it's be off in a minute. You know who these people are right there, Damon?
Okay, be quiet.
I just can't. Please. I'm not making this stuff. I'm so happy that Brad and Judy got pregnant with their first child. And it's not easy for you.
Thing is why some women so driven or some people so driven and then others are not. Dr. Jackie, why? Phaedra, why you got 8 jobs and some people don't want to work at all?
I don't know. I like to work, but I don't know. I just don't think I would feel comfortable sitting at home all day. I got a little Jamaican or something in me. I don't know. I just got to work all the time.
Well,
I
Paige, you
love it.
don't want to say you got Jamaican in you, girl, now, unless you can prove to us and give us
Well,
the
I
African
don't think that
ancestry.
I actually have that lineage, but
She
they
done
say
had a
Jamaicans
Jamaican
like to
in her.
work. They gonna keep a good job. So so hey, I'm claiming that work ethic. So you right. A lot of people are not driven. I think Jackie, hell, outside of myself, Jackie worked just man. I called Jackie. She at work too.
I'm usually at work, but I got a goal. I mean, I'm focused. I'm making some stuff happen.
So Phaedra,
Amen.
you got kids, okay? Is there a time limit, or do you just let them go at their own pace, or do you push them? Because I mean, I could see both sides of it. But when you go into work every day, you don't want to just take care of grown men, right? Or is it okay for them to
Well, see,
be 6 years in college?
I'm real old school, so I'm like how my mama was at 18. You got to go somewhere. It's gonna be somebody in college, but you can't keep coming back here. It's gonna have to be a holiday home. It can't be, I got that same thing going with my kids. So I'm telling them already, like, you got to get up out of here at 18. You ain't gotta. I might help you a little bit. I got your 529. Your education's paid for, but
Mom does not play about her money. Children, husbands, family, friends, preachers, teachers, lawyers. Simone does not play about her money.
get that money, Simone. I ain't mad at her.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
feel Simone all day
But
long.
when we're talking about children, listen, some children springboard quickly. Some children need a little bit more guidance, a little bit more attention. Doesn't mean that they're not going to be successful. They just need a little bit more time.
But
Well,
but
the
I
mama
think
time
said
that
kids have
comes
time
during
because their parents pay for their time. I think that when we went to school, we didn't have no
we
time to
didn't have
play.
time.
So
Right.
we
we
didn't.
had
I
no
mean,
option.
yeah, it just wasn't like
Baby,
that.
I was so ready to get up out of my parents' house, honey, baby.
That
Yes,
was
God.
something
I
different.
tell
But
you
But
what,
we
see,
was
were
a
ready to go.
military, baby. I was like, oh, he's a tyrant, child. I'm ready to go.
but I think with the affluence that we have now, it's so comfortable to be in these houses with your parents because you got pools, you got tennis courts, you got basketball courts. So being at the house is like being at a country club. So they don't want to leave because when you go to an apartment, you really downsizing because your bedroom at your mama house is bigger than what's at your apartment.
But
So
So
but
you're
your
saying,
apartment is yours. But your
yeah.
apartment is yours. That's the difference.
But we made them feel like these houses theirs too. They feel real comfortable now. They real
yeah, they
comfortable,
real
ain't
comfortable in these houses. Hmm.
so it's a catch 22. I mean, I see both sides, but
It's a catch 22. But I what I don't want it to, uh oh.
Uh-oh, I don't know. Jackie told me not to.
Now you can speak freely.
I mean, Quad, you were really checking it out. Like, ooh, let me see, let me see, let me see. It's
You,
always good to see what happened.
since you putting a 10 on the 2 right here on this
Not a
live, don't do
10 on the 2,
that.
Lord.
Uh-huh.
Don't put a 10 on the 2, honey. We're watching the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching the entire show, just like you all are watching the entire show.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh,
I did hear something about some fibroids. Now, did is that a new discovery, or was that something that was already known?
Well, I think when we initially met at the hoedown, there was a discussion about a um, referral to a specialist, and there was a heated discussion.
Who had a heated discussion? I wasn't there.
It really was. Now y'all want to chime me in because the little girl. I mean, you know what? I'm not even doing this no more with y'all. But that girl Ben knew she had them problems. I'm telling you because initially Jackie was seeing her or was going to see her. So it was just this big mix up. It was a lot of things that were said that were not true, and that's why the blow
Like
up
what thing?
happened. But we got
Like
to
what
save
thing?
some of these things for the reunion. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot going on. You know what I mean? So I know people promise certain things, but I'm trying to
Heavenly,
move on to
Heavenly,
something else. Huh?
Heavenly. Quit talking so much.
I'm just saying
Help
I'm
her,
moving on to
Jesus.
something else.
Fix the
Jackie, can
tongue,
I
Lord.
move on?
Yeah, move on to something else.
I'm trying to figure out what that scene was just there. It looked like they was tired.
They were getting some B shots or some IV
They
hydration.
was doing
For
IV
who?
hydration.
Toya
It was
tired?
Dr. Simone, Toya, and Sweet Tea. They were
So what they
rejuvenated.
tired from?
I think Letitia had just gotten back from
Back from
her
Dubai from
honeymoon.
her honeymoon. She'd
Oh,
been
so Greg had
honeymooning.
wore her out. He had wore
Yeah.
her out and she was tired, so she needed some injections.
Well, the
Yeah.
first, I do recall her. I think the first 3 days, you know how that
18.
cycle, that cycle will pop up on you, girl.
Baby,
That
that
cycle.
No,
cycle will
baby.
be cycling,
No,
honey.
baby. You lay down a towel, honey, and you get to it. Okay? The cycle don't stop nothing.
Ketchup and hot sauce.
The cycle
Ketchup
don't
and
stop
hot sauce.
anything. Okay?
Look
Do
at
it, Jackie.
ketchup and hot
Jackie,
sauce, Phaedra and
can you
Jackie.
get it in with your cycle on,
You
Jackie?
can have sex with your
And
food.
it's good with your cycle on.
Now, I
So I
didn't
Oh
don't
say
know
my
what
that,
God,
y'all
Father.
are.
Heavenly, go get the extension cord for you, Lord have mercy. Oh Heavenly,
Y'all
I
ain't never
gotta go
did it with
old
y'all
school on
cycle
you.
on. Now
Get the
I'm the only
extension
one that's
cord,
done that.
child. Oh my
Simone,
Yeah.
goodness.
Huh.
Jackie,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
did it with your cycle on before.
Now, listen, the girl was getting IV hydration because she had gone to Dubai and she was exhausted. She's young, and when you work a young person that hard in today's society, they need IV hydration.
What type of work
James,
are you
not
referring
stop
to,
it.
Jackie? Jackie,
What
what
work
type
did
of
she
work are
do?
you
Why
referring to?
is she so not no, what I'm saying is okay, if you
Because
young and you
when I was,
vibrant,
it don't be that type of work. What type of
why
work are you
is y'all
referring to?
tired? Tired from what?
They're
Well,
not
they
okay.
might
Go
have
ahead.
a. I mean, people do it to feel better. They want
We're
to
all
feel
stuttering. We're all
rejuvenated.
stuttering right now. We're all
We
stuttering
don't
right
know
now.
what they tired from. Simone worked. She delivered
Well,
people's
I was
babies
thinking
and
maybe Dr. G had wore her out, but then y'all say they didn't have sex for the 3 days. Somebody said
We
that now.
that she just said that. Are
Oh,
you
she
watching
said
this? Oh, you're not watching the show
no,
because you're
y'all made me
okay. You're in
leave.
oh,
here.
child, it's back on. It's back on. Hush, hush in the vestibule. Hush.
In the vestibule. Put the TV back right, Phaedra.
There,
Girl, y'all done had girl.
back from the commercial break.
Who down to the casket? Girl, y'all done usher somebody in with a saxophone that's in the casket.
In the
My
cat.
dog today.
Now the
Man,
first
I
thing
just
is
got to give a
first.
big shout out to my colleagues over at Willie Watkins, Darius Batman, Justin Jarvis. All of them they just so great. I love them.
Do
But
they really do they footwork like that in real funerals? Like
yes, yes, ma'am. We
that's
practice, we
old school,
rehearse.
right? They don't do that
No,
in
that's what we do, honey.
That's the
okay.
best
That's
part.
what we do. That's what we
Okay.
do. Mm-hmm.
Okay. First of all,
Yes,
we went a
Kadarius
long
Batman.
ass way for that
Phaedra,
funeral.
do you have to
Yes.
pay? Do you have to pay extra for that?
No, that's what we do for everybody. We're just very formal.
Phaedra, why
Yes.
were you in there talking about vagina and teeth and tennis and we
Because y'all all are experts. You are a vagina
vaginal,
expert.
vaginal?
You know, vaginal, uterus. ovaries,
So why
fallopian
you didn't
tubes.
say nothing about what sweet tea do?
Well, see, I said a lot of things, but they cut it out. If
Oh,
you
that's what it was.
if
Okay,
you recall.
I got it.
Yes, but they cut most of what I said out. Y'all said it was too shady for the people.
It
Oh,
really
you
was
were
shady.
very
They
shady.
cut a lot out. They did.
You were very shady, Phaedra. You did.
What
When
did
you
you
said,
say? What did you say, Faith? What did Phaedra say? Heaven going
That's gonna be in the lost episodes, baby. I
Jackie, what
guess,
did she
child.
say, Jackie? Jackie, what did
well,
she say?
he did say you married somebody who is older than your mama and your daddy.
But that's truth.
It
I
is. I
mean, but I
like
was,
that.
and I, people are asking why wasn't she invited? Because, well, you got to continue to watch to see.
Okay,
Got
okay.
to
So
continue
she
to watch.
wasn't invited. Who brought her along?
Toya brought her. Yes, I mean,
That
I
was
wasn't.
that was
I
a
mean,
get back.
everyone is
It's a get
welcome.
back. It's okay. It's a little get back. It's fine. You know,
I mean,
it's a get back.
I just don't. I didn't want to offend her because you got
Well,
to keep watching.
you got to keep watching.
Well, we
Got to
went to a
keep watching.
funeral home at midnight. To Willie Walker
Midnight,
drove a long way, and there was some
Yes,
graves out back.
yes.
right.
And we could smell formaldehyde in the place. So
Where
there
Uh-huh.
your
were real
nerve?
Key
dead
ingredient
bodies
at a funeral
there.
home. Yes, yes.
There
Where
were
your
real
nerve?
dead bodies
Hey,
there.
Phaedra, you were wrong on so many levels, though.
Oh my goodness, here I'm wrong again. Lord
Yeah,
Jesus,
I mean, it was
forgive me. I
midnight.
am always
It
wrong.
was midnight.
It was it. Now I told y'all to be there at a reasonable hour. Now, if you got there at midnight, it's because your Uber was playing around town.
Now you sent the cars for us.
I did send cars, so I don't know how you got there at midnight, honey.
Uh-huh. All we know is he had to stand outside, freezing in the cold. You told him to
Mm-mm.
wear black, and
Well, I did treat you to a wonderful after. Well, we got to
Repast.
keep watching, y'all. We got to
Repast.
keep watching. We can't. We
Oh.
got to keep watching.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was a,
Mm-hmm.
it was
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
Y'all are very busy
Wait,
now to the married to
say,
medicine. Baby, y'all are very busy.
Phaedra, and then you made me sit beside Heavenly.
What's wrong with
We
that?
need you to sit beside heaven. You talking
Baby,
about you sit beside
heavenly.
heavenly?
Heavenly wore my hip out. Heavenly
I
wore my
know.
hip out.
But you normally wear her hip out, pinching and tugging on her so she can shut the hell up.
Okay, well, that's true.
I don't think
It's back on.
Okay.
y'all always trying to. I don't never get to say shit.
You gotta be quick, free. You
I
gotta be
be
quick.
trying to let y'all
Ooh,
ignorant
look
ass
at
talk.
that.
They threw quiet in there, didn't they? Oh, why is that there?
Get me out this thing.
What?
Yes, Miss Quiet. Ooh, how they big man. Yes, she's risen. I will say today is a funeral, but it's not one to respond. Yes,
Come on, Jarvis. Come on, Miss Squad.
Hey,
Phaedra, that was disrespectful. Now you just kind of shrug her off and it was like, whatever, bitch. That's what I got out of it.
you did. You know,
Well,
you
my thing is like, when it comes to that, after I've apologized once, like you're either gonna accept the apology and move on, or we're gonna talk about it 50 times. But I'm not gonna continue to apologize. I said what I said, and I meant what I said, and you weren't unhappy about it. So let's move on.
we all can agree here that she was not unhappy about me being present. She wasn't unhappy until Toya made her change her tone, and that's when she asked me to leave. She was fine with me being there. She greeted me
Child.
with a hug, as I greeted her with a hug and gifts. There is no animosity, there's no drama there. It was Toya just trying to push her to not like me or get rid of me.
Jackie, why did you let me almost get my ass whooped and I didn't see
But
you
but
stand
Jackie
up?
has her finger up. She has a point she wants to make. Go ahead.
I think we got to go back to the funeral, though. We moved
Okay,
it
well go
back
on back.
to the funeral.
Rewind it.
Quad.
Yes.
Do you feel you took accountability for broken friendships at the funeral? Because you said, let me finish, take it or leave it. And I'm done.
Very good question, Jackie. Thank you for asking because I'm loving the opportunity for clarity. I knew and I had heard so many people saying so many things about me that I did not want to get into what they had said about me. I know I am not perfect. So I just said, listen, whether of us argue about it, let's just bury the hatchet. They said some things. I felt some type of way. I've not responded to them in a way maybe I should have. And so, fuck it. Let's bury the hatchet. And that's what I was trying to do there. I did not want to go into when Toya went down to the Carlos King and said that I was ugly without a wig, honey, and without my makeup. You know what I mean? That I'm down to the gun and having a good time on helicopters. So I just didn't want to go into that. There have been a number of things that have been said. There have been a number of things that have been noted about me, and we can go back to the beginning of the episode. Have you seen Quiet? You talked to Quiet? Listen, I did things. No one's perfect here. Let's just wipe the slate clean. I tried to bury the hatchet.
Okay, but for those of us sitting in the room who had not had any of those encounters with you, it was a little hard to hear you say to us, take it or leave it.
I don't remember. Is it on there when I said take it or leave it? I said take it or leave it probably to Toya because I think I went down the list. Let's go back. I think I started with you, Jackie, in particular.
You did.
You have any strife? You say you didn't have any strife. I then went on to Heavenly. She said she didn't have any problem. I think I tapped on Alicia. They didn't show that. I said there are some people here with Sweet Tea and I who are trying to keep us apart from one another diligently. And I said, but I have no animosity against you. I think I went through everyone. And Simone challenged me at that time. She had some questions and I answered her questions. And then when I came to Toya, so what I said, when I said you either take it or leave it, that was not for you all. That was for Toya because of her attitude and behavior.
Because you are so bright and so articulate, I felt like you should have remembered your audience. And we were all your audience. And so when you went to the take it or leave it.
Oh, we back on?
That take it or leave it. But let me stand. Phaedra, let me do this really quickly. I had already went through the roster with you all. We had already had an understanding. We were okay and we were all ready to move forward. When I said take it or leave it, it was not for you, Jackie. It was not for Heavenly. It was not for Simone. It was not for T. It was not for Alicia. It was not for Phaedra. It was for the person who gave me the most pushback. She hates me. And that's just what it is. And I have to accept that.
I'm still caught up on the part where I almost got my ass whooped and Jackie didn't stand up for me.
Child,
Now
so
that's
back
the part
on,
I'm
honey.
looking at. Now I don't know why everybody always trying to say the TV back on when I get ready to say some shit. Y'all was gonna let my ass get whipped by that little girl? Y'all was gonna let her beat my ass?
No, baby.
You know I wouldn't allow
Now
that.
I don't know why the little girl feeling like she gonna run up on me like that.
I need her to stop being so delicious.
Oh.
Well. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about
So,
Okay, so are we over?
if I can be as honest as I'm being honest with you, we didn't feel like your conversation, your take it or leave it was directed to Toya. It sounded as if it was it was uniform. Everybody could take it or leave. I hear you now, but at the moment that you said that, it sounded as if we had to accept you, and it didn't feel good.
Did you cuss, Jackie? Did you say what you say?
No, I think she said, and then made
Yeah,
it silent.
yeah.
But I hear it. But let me address what Jackie is saying. I hear you. I am not going to discount or discredit what you're saying. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But that was not for you all. I felt like it was basically, to me, if I have already did the process of elimination, then the person who was giving me the refusal or the rejection, then that would have been common sense that I was speaking to that person. I was not
So
talking
your
to you all.
communication style had to be off because everybody sitting in those benches felt the same thing. So you
Okay.
did not articulate it well enough for us to receive it that way. So we all felt the same way. So it was obviously your communication that was.
Well, it was a lot going on. So you probably did miss what I was trying to convey. It was a lot going on. I didn't expect for a number of things to transpire that did. So, you know what? Maybe there was a moment where the clarity was not there. But I'm making it clear now that was not for you all.
Right. No, and I get it now, but I will tell you for now and the rest of the season, it felt like, and even now you're saying you didn't expect it. You had to expect some pushback Because none
Not
of
from you all, because we didn't have a problem. When we left the reunion, we didn't have a challenge. We didn't have any issues. You know, you, Heavenly, and Jada had began to do your Heavenly University thing and your speaking engagement. And so I was feeling like, well, they're doing their thing. Doesn't mean that they don't like me. Doesn't mean
no,
that we're against
no,
each other. I'm just telling you how I looked at it,
right.
right?
However,
So I'm
we
thinking you
wanted
guys
to
are
hear
busy
from
doing your thing. And so I'm not taking offense to that. I'm not offended at all. I'm doing my thing. I'm going out. I'm traveling. I'm just doing me. Not saying that I'm against you all, but I'm just doing me. What is wrong with me doing me? Nothing. If you guys want to travel, I don't charge you guys for wanting to travel and do your thing. That's your business. You understand what I'm saying? So
no,
it's like,
everybody in this
why?
chat keeps saying I want a problem. I don't want a
Who
problem. Well, we are not going to.
wants a problem?
That's what somebody in the chat is saying. However, what I can't talk about is even when we got ready to start filming, we wanted to hear and connect, and we didn't.
Okay,
And
well
so
then,
that
let's talk. Jackie, you are the one. You are the one, and never the two, babe. I'm so happy we talked about filming. So the reason why I didn't come on board in terms of filming
I'm not
first,
talking about coming on board.
but did you say the word
I don't
filming? So
want you
let's
to
talk
even.
about this
I don't
filming.
want you to break any fourth wall.
Guys, y'all
But
getting this
Jack,
kind of
but
dark.
I,
I like my
but
shit to be
people
funny.
have to understand because I
Oh.
never meant to mistreat you all. I'm telling you, I don't give a damn who's watching me right now. I never meant to mistreat you all, and I'm not gonna let somebody put that on me. If we're gonna talk about filming, let's talk about truly what would happen. They already know anyway. They sat there and they knew that I had not signed my contract because they knew that there were some other things that I was trying to work out concerning the contract.
Right.
It
And
was
for
never.
everybody in the
Let
chat
me say,
keeps saying, I don't
Jackie.
want to understand. I want you to understand. That is how we felt. I felt. I'm going to speak for myself. I can't speak for the other ladies
Right.
at that time. Misunderstood, misconstrued, whatever was missing at the time, it was still missing. And I don't want you to feel like it was a ploy to attack Quad. We all misunderstood each other.
Okay, Jackie. What I'm saying to
Okay.
you, it was
Well,
never. Let me, Phaedra.
I will, baby. I will.
Let me do this
Okay.
because I'm tired of people trying to misconstrue my actions. It's not going to happen anymore.
I
Well,
think we should move on. I really do. I really think we should let
Well,
this go
So
well,
you
what?
because
want
I
me?
think it ain't. We're not gonna get anywhere with this, right?
Yeah.
Everybody
Well,
feeling how
But
they
I want.
feel. So
But
we're gonna let Phaedra move on, Quar. We're not gonna go into this because we got a whole reunion. We ain't gonna do all of this.
yeah.
Phaedra,
But
what you want to say?
well, no. What I'm saying is,
credit what I
I'm
want.
getting a notice that I have to cut
It's not
this
fair.
live.
You know
Okay,
what I'm saying is it was never against you guys, and
I
that's
know.
what I
understand.
want to
and we
say.
I get
received
it.
that. We received that.
We understand that. We
Okay.
believe it.
Well, we hope you guys enjoy the live tonight. I think we had very interesting and intriguing conversation. Um, we are all sisters at the end of the day. We are four
Absolutely.
powerful, beautiful black women, courageous in everything we do. We sometimes don't read the room right. Sometimes we get it right. Sometimes we don't. But at the end of the day, we are black women. We're going to stand together. We're going to make this thing work. Okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate you,
Quad, I
ladies.
love you.
I want you all to have a good time. I didn't want it to go too dark. I didn't want to get it, negative or whatever.
Quad,
Just have a good time.
Yeah,
Quad, I love you. I love you, Jackie. I love you,
Great.
crazy ass Heavenly.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cause
Thank you
she's
for taking me to the
crazy.
funeral home. And then I left there with some chicken and collard greens, it's a little piece of
Yes.
ham, and a
And
little
some
piece of
red velvet
cobbler.
cake.
So did. You
Yes.
treated us like some black folks. You did. We did a good
Yes.
job. Thank you for that. And we
Mm-hmm.
got to fighting in your funeral home, and I want to apologize to you for that.
I appreciate that because y'all didn't yeah, they didn't get to see everything, but it got quite heated. I was
It
afraid
did.
at a few
It
moments.
did. It
I
was a
thought I was
lot.
going to have to call in the security. But I love you ladies and we're gonna
Right.
make this work, okay?
All right.
Okay,
Y'all
Miss
have a good
Quad.
night. Bye
Miss
bye.
Quad,
Good
Miss
night.
Quad, okay.
okay, sweetheart.
Bye, Jackie.
Bye,
Bye.
lovelies.
I love you guys. Bye bye.
Bye.
Love you too.
Good night.